So Detroit Pistons fans, I'm back with some more Pistons videos. Now, I know I've been going for like the past 4 days, and I have not just been slacking, sitting on the couch. I've actually been working on my animation, so that's what's been taking me so long to get back. But I'm back, and I want to talk about Saben Lee. This freaking guy, what a steal for the Detroit Pistons. Truly, what a steal by Trey Weaver picking up Saben Lee. You guys can go check out my draft video. I made a draft video about 4 months ago about Saben Lee when he was first drafted, and I was pretty high on him, and I did not expect him in these recent games to put up he had a 13-point game, he had a 20-point game. Like, I was not expecting this out of Saben Lee. I was expecting this a few years down the line, but it's really good, and I mean really good to see Saben Lee doing this already. Now let's talk about Saben Lee and what I believe is his future role on this Detroit Pistons team. So we have to go and look at our current point guards on the team. So we have Killian Hayes, who we obviously picked up in this NBA draft recently. We have Dennis Smith Jr., Saben Lee, Frank Jackson. Okay, so these are the guys currently on the roster. So I believe that, firstly, Killian Hayes, I don't see us getting rid of him anytime in the near future. I believe he's going to stay here throughout his rookie deal. Depending on if he grows or not, he might even get the extension by the team. So I see no reason for us to trade or get rid of Killian Hayes. We're not going to release him. We're not going to cut him. He's just going to get better over time. I know he had a rough rookie year, but he's just going to get better over time. So Killian Hayes, obviously, he's staying on the roster. Now the next guy, Dennis Smith Jr. is going to be a really interesting one, because we did just trade Derrick Rose for Dennis Smith Jr., and we did get a second-round pick out of that. But Dennis Smith Jr. is a guy that I like him. I do like him, but I don't know if he's going to be in the future plans for the Detroit Pistons, because we have so many point guards as it is. I just don't know. Like, if it's going to come down to somebody like Saben Lee, Frank Jackson, or Dennis Smith Jr., I honestly don't know who would be left, who we would keep between the three of those guys, because we can't keep all of these guys. Your other teams are going to offer contracts to a few of these guys, so we're going to have to get rid of a few of them eventually. So I feel like one of them might be Dennis Smith Jr., but at the same time, it might not be, because I really do like Dennis Smith Jr. as well. Not that good on defense, but I do like his aggressiveness at times on offense. So Dennis Smith Jr., that's one that's up in the air. Now Frank Jackson, this is the one who I would probably say is the Pistons are most likely to get rid of, because Frank Jackson, we barely play him, and I mean we barely play him. Even when we first picked him up, Killian got injured. We were sitting out Rose a few games, and we still didn't play Frank Jackson. I'm sure some of y'all even forgot he was still on the freaking roster. Okay, Frank Jackson, I do like Frank Jackson, but I just don't think that he's going to succeed here in Detroit. We're not giving him any opportunities. It's obvious Dwayne Casey doesn't believe in him, because if he did believe in him, he would give him more minutes than Dennis Smith Jr. I mean, hey, we just traded for Dennis Smith Jr., and he's already getting more minutes than Frank Jackson did. So that just goes to show you that Dwayne Casey does not have any confidence in Frank Jackson. So I hope that Frank Jackson, I hope he goes on after he leaves the Pistons to have a successful career somewhere else, but I just don't see him getting the rotation, the clock on the Pistons roster. It's unfortunate, but it just doesn't appear that it's going that way for Frank Jackson. Now the last guy, obviously the man of the video, Saben Lee. Now I believe that Saben Lee will pan out and will be the perfect backup to Killian Hayes. When you talk about a guy who's super athletic, who gives you high energy on both ends of the floor, who attacks the hole, he is exactly what we need. He is what Derrick Rose, he's like a baby Derrick Rose, okay? He is what he's gonna be eventually, I hope. He's gonna be what Derrick Rose was for the Detroit Pistons, okay? Offense, a little bit of defense, but mainly offense off of the bench for being your backup point guard, okay? That's what I'm expecting Saben Lee to be for the foreseeable future, for his tenure, his career while he's on the Detroit Pistons. I just want him to be the perfect backup to Killian Hayes. So this is how I see it going, guys. I see it going, us keeping Killian Hayes, him being the starter, Saben Lee being the backup, and then it's going to be between Dennis Smith Jr. and Frank Jackson to see who finally makes the final cut. Now, between those two, I would say that we get rid of Frank Jackson and we don't re-sign him, or we eventually trade him or something like that. I say he's going to go, and maybe we keep Dennis Smith, and even in the future, we might even get rid of Dennis Smith or let Dennis Smith Jr. walk. Who knows? But that's how I feel. Let me know how y'all Pistons fans feel about this current point guard situation in the comment section below. Lastly, let's give another shout out to Trey Weaver. This man is a freaking legend in his first year on the Detroit Pistons. Trey Weaver just hit on all draft picks. Saddiq Bey, Saben Lee, and Isaiah Stewart. I'm just so happy that we got Trey Weaver here. So Pistons fans, let me know how y'all feel in the comment section below. And also, I do have to mention that, as I said earlier in this video, I was out because of my animation. So these animations that I've been working on, they should be uploaded to the channel soon. Me and my guys who animate this stuff, we've been working very hard on this, and we've been having fun. So they should be getting released soon. So watch those when they come out. And yeah, man, that's all I have to say. Peace out, y'all.